Hey everyone, welcome back to the channel. So I've got some really important news to share with you today, and it's not something that you're going to want to miss. Now, I know a lot of you might be thinking, what's the big deal? Well, I'm here to tell you that New Zealand has just made history with one of the largest drug seizures in the country's entire history. And that's not just any drug, folks. We're talking about butyrolactone, also known as GBL, or as some people might call it, fantasy or liquid ecstasy. Let me break this down for you in a way that's easy to understand and really important for you to know. What is GBL exactly? Well, GBL is a chemical that's used in industrial applications, but it's also been abused as a drug. When it's ingested, it acts as a central nervous system depressant, and it can be extremely dangerous. It's often used as a precursor in the production of GHB, which is another drug that's known for its association with date rape and other serious crimes. But in this case, the drug itself, GBL, is the main focus here. It's also known as fantasy or liquid ecstasy because of its hallucinogenic properties, but the truth is, it's anything but fun. This stuff is highly addictive and can lead to severe health consequences, including coma, respiratory failure, and even death. Here's the shocking part. Police and New Zealand Customs have just seized nearly 2,000 liters of GBL at the border. That's a lot, right? Let me put that into perspective. If you've ever seen a standard 2-liter bottle of soda, imagine that multiplied by 100. That's a lot of liquid, and that's just the GBL. And the street value of this seizure is estimated to be around $14 million. That's a huge amount of money, and it's a significant blow to the drug trade in New Zealand. This is believed to be the largest ever seizure of drugs at New Zealand's border, which is a huge achievement for the police and customs officials involved. It's a testament to their dedication and the hard work that goes into keeping our communities safe. I know you're probably thinking, how did they even manage to get that much GBL into the country? Well, that's where the investigation comes in. According to Chief Customs Officer for Regional Investigations, Rachel Manning, the seizure was possible because of the intelligence gathered by Customs. The targeting team was able to identify the method that the suspects were using to smuggle the drugs, and a controlled delivery was coordinated to gather evidence. That's a huge win for the police and Customs. It shows that they're proactive in their approach and that they're not just waiting for crimes to happen, but they're actively working to prevent them. Let's talk about the people involved in this. 4 men have been arrested in Wellington, and they're aged between 38 and 75. That's a pretty big age range, but it shows that drug trafficking isn't just limited to young people. These men have appeared in Wellington District Court on charges including importation of methamphetamine and GBL, possession for supply of GBL, methamphetamine, and cocaine. They're going to be back in court on September 15 and 22, and 2 of them have been remanded in custody. That's a serious consequence for their actions, and it's a clear message to others that drug trafficking will not be tolerated. But they're also going after the assets that they've used to facilitate the drug trade. This is part of a larger operation known as Operation Hermes, which was led by the National Organized Crime Group. This operation has been going on for 6 months, and it's been a significant effort on the part of the police and customs officials involved. And it's a clear indication of the impact that the police have had on the drug trade in New Zealand. Other drugs, including more than 10 kg of methamphetamine, with a street value of around 3.75 million, prime 7. But they're working to take down entire networks that are involved in the drug trade. I know that some of you might be wondering, what does this mean for the people in New Zealand? Well, the police and customs are engaging with international partners to identify those connected to the investigation overseas. That's a big deal because it shows that they're not just focusing on the local aspect of the drug trade, but they're also working to take down the global networks that are involved in the drug trade. This is a significant step forward in the fight against drug trafficking, and it's a clear indication that New Zealand is taking this issue very seriously, contributing to keeping New Zealand safe from illicit substances. That's a huge win for the police and customs officials involved, and it's a clear message to the drug trade that they're not going to be able to operate with impunity in New Zealand. This is a significant step forward in the fight against drug trafficking, and it's a clear indication that the police and customs officials are committed to keeping our communities safe. What does this mean for you, the viewer? Well, it means that the police and customs officials are doing their job, and they're making a real difference in the fight against drug trafficking. It's a reminder that drug trafficking is a serious issue and that it's not something that should be taken lightly. It's also a reminder that the police and customs officials are working hard to keep our communities safe and that they're making a real impact in the fight against drug trafficking. And it's important to remember that these drugs can have serious consequences for those who use them. Whether it's GBL, methamphetamine, or any other drug, the truth is that these substances can be extremely dangerous and can lead to serious health consequences. It's important to remember that drug use is not just a personal choice, but it's also a choice that can have serious consequences for others as well. It's also important to remember that drug use is a serious issue that affects not just the individuals who use the drugs, but also their families, friends, and communities as a whole. If you or someone you know is struggling with drug use, it's important to seek help. There are many resources available in New Zealand that can provide support and assistance to those who are struggling with drug use. From local support groups to national hotlines, there are a number of options available for those who are looking for help. It's important to remember that you're not alone and that there are people who care and who want to help. It's also important to remember that drug use is a serious issue and that it's not something that should be taken lightly. The seizure of nearly 2,000 liters of GBL is a significant achievement for the police and customs officials in New Zealand. It's a testament to their dedication and the hard work that they've put into the fight against drug trafficking. It's also a clear message to the drug trade that they're not going to be able to operate with impunity in New Zealand. It's a reminder that drug trafficking is a serious issue and that it's not something that should be taken lightly. It's also a reminder that the police and customs officials are committed to keeping our communities safe and that they're making a real impact in the fight against drug trafficking. If you're interested in learning more about the fight against drug trafficking in New Zealand, I encourage you to check out the resources that are available. Whether it's local support groups, national hotlines, or online resources, there are a number of options available for those who are interested in learning more about the fight against drug trafficking. It's important to remember that the police and customs officials are doing their job and that they're making a real difference in the fight against drug trafficking. It's also important to remember that drug use is a serious issue and that it's not something that should be taken lightly. It's a reminder that the fight against drug trafficking is ongoing and that it's a battle that requires the support and involvement of everyone in the community. And I hope that you found it informative and helpful. If you have any questions or comments, feel free to leave them in the comment section below. I'd love to hear from you and I'm always happy to help. So until next time, stay safe and stay informed.